PAC saying they'll only pass a DHS funding bill that gives more money to ICE as well.
In Los Angeles, protesters rallied just blocks away from the Academy Awards ceremony last night.
Yeah, some of them say they want transparency from the government about the Epstein files. The demonstrators chanted, "Save our children," and turned the files into trials. Police redirected the crowd to sidewalks after a few minutes and reportedly arrested one protester who was a part of a group blocking traffic.
The U.S. and Israel's war with Iran also driving up the price for plane tickets. Domestic airlines expected to raise costs at least 11% to offset rising oil prices. Some international airlines have already announced increased fares. Industry experts say travelers should book their plans early this year. They also say flying on Saturdays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays are typically more affordable.
Well, join the Fox 2 weather team as they turn Busch Stadium into a giant science classroom. Before the Cardinals take on the Cleveland Guardians April 15th, students and teachers, you are invited to Weather Day at Busch Stadium. For tickets and details, go to cardinals.com/weather.
All right, 7:17 is the time now as we check in with our Jamie Travers. One of those mornings where it's been active with some snow flurries and cold temperatures. However, thankfully, those flurries not causing an issue on our roads.
Yes, thankfully. And we weren't really expecting them to because they're pretty light. It's been warm leading up to the sudden drop in temperatures, so our roads don't respond as quickly as our air does. But we have some damage across the region, also scattered across the area from this line of storms that moved into our western communities a little after 2. Our first warning was closer to 3, and you'll notice these are the yellow boxes. Those are severe thunderstorm warnings, and the red ones, those are tornado warnings. And we had a tornado warning for St. Louis City, so the sirens sounded in much of the county there, and they continued. Tornado warnings continued for many of our Illinois communities. This strong line of storms producing straight line winds and potentially some spin-ups. Showing you some of the damage reports. There were a few areas that stood out when I was looking through things this morning. One was east of Redbud in Randolph County, where we had I believe a roof blown off of a church. And there's that one. A portion of the roof of Trinity Lutheran Church was removed, and also several power poles were snapped there. And then if we go north and east to Montgomery County, we had a few areas that had damage there as well. I think there were some campers that were blown around. That's a tree blocking a road. Let's go ahead and delete that one. Try to get to this one. Yes, significant damage with trees on homes, poles snapped, and campers blown around and rolled over. So it was an active afternoon. And now we have snow this morning, so not quite as active, but it is cold and it is windy. You can see that snow stretching from St. Louis, the city, and then mainly points to the west right now. Snow showers and flurries rolling south and east. Max wind gusts since midnight have been close to 50 miles per hour. That wind advisory, a few counties have been shaved off of that, but otherwise it goes through noon today, where forecast wind gusts are still going to be around 40 miles per hour, decreasing a bit this afternoon. There's that snow falling here in Maryland Heights. Temperatures are in the 20s. Wind chills are in the teens. There's a look at current wind right now. Wind chills are in the teens and single digits there. So snow flurries come to an end. Highs today only in the 20s with temperatures, wind chills maxing out in the teens. It will be very cold. Overnight also very cold, down into the teens, but those winds do ease up a little bit. Can't rule out a flurry or two for our far northeastern communities. We'll start tomorrow with, I think, more sunshine in the metro and then an increase in cloud cover through the day. So for today, 29, feeling like winter. Strong winds, especially through the morning, easing up bit by bit this afternoon and evening into tonight. Tonight down to 14. Night flurries tomorrow night into Wednesday, or sprinkles. Temperatures are borderline. And then we totally do another 180. We're getting dizzy here. Temperatures will be back up into the 70s and near 80 by the weekend.
Hey, thanks for the update, Jamie. We are live along Highway 40, and we've just entered city limits. We've been traveling 64 east in from Chesterfield, where speeds are steady. Really on this Monday morning commute, you'll see your normal congestion, but not much else. This despite some of that snow cover hitting our western regions. We did take a drive out to Lake St. Louis, where you may see some speckles in the air.